It'd be a lot different time back then. 1964.
In Yellowknife, Mikey and Joe McBryan are on the hunt for a piece of Joe's past.
How was this airplane stacked against other airplanes?
That sent the benchmark around town as to what airplanes could haul and what the job could do it.
How much was it? Like, we're talking 5,000 pounds?
You're talking 6+.
Holy.
A long-forgotten wreck of the first plane Joe ever flew, a Lockheed Model 10A.
Famous aviatrix Amelia Earhart.
The Model 10 was famous as the plane that Amelia Earhart was flying when she disappeared. One of only 149 ever built in the 1930s and early 40s. Today, about 20 survive, mostly in museums, and just 3 are still flying.
That's me there, and that's Jimmy. And we land out on the ice in the spring, and of course they come out to us with boats.
This Lockheed 10A was where Joe got his start, hauling fish on Great Slave Lake.
I was pretty young and impressionable, and those, it's like your first dates, those things always stick with you.
The plane belonged to one of Joe's first mentors, legendary Northern pilot Merlin Carter.
I memorized Merlin's moves and the moves of the airplane, so that's really how I learned to fly. I recognized the dance from the moves.
But 40 years ago, Merlin crashed the 10A in the wilderness 100 kilometers outside of Yellowknife.
The surface the airplane landed on was really soft, which caused the airplane to flip over. The drum fuel that he was hauling leaked out, ignited, and actually destroyed the center section of the fuselage.
Merlin survived and only passed away a few years ago, but the remains of his legendary plane have never been recovered. Now, the McBryans intend to do something about it.
It's Saturday, it's a nice day out, we got some free time, so we're gonna use the Travel Air to go out and see if we can find the Lockheed.
Oh, hey, we're on our way.
According to the serial number, Merlin's Lockheed was the 5th one off the assembly line, making it the oldest known Model 10.
Okay, we're ready to taxi now.
The Carter family wants to retrieve the distinctive double-fin tailpiece and use it to build a memorial.
They're quite interested in seeing if I can bring it in and put up a memento to their dad. And I'm interested in doing that.
We'd like the right-hand turn and line up only from the 17.
Joe and Mikey have been waiting all winter for the snow to melt so they can take their Beechcraft Baron to scout the location.
We had coordinates from the military, various other Buffalo employees, and even the Carter family themselves. All the coordinates didn't line up. We have to go out in an airplane and check it out.
Set that computer up I gave you, and we'll just go till it reads that heading. See, the lakes have a lot of water now. It's high water. All the snow's melted. You get 2 feet of water.
The major disadvantage with the time we've picked, which is the springtime, is the water. Merlin landed this airplane on a dry lake bed, but he did in the fall. So in the spring, that dry lake bed could actually be a lake.
And with thousands of lakes below, this piece of Joe's past could be impossible to find.
Should be right in here. See it there, Mike? No one right there? Right off the end of the nav lake? Yeah, that's it. Well, it's not there.
They think they've found the right lake, but there's no sign of the 10A.
Right off the bat, we didn't find it. And I was thinking that we were done. This might be at the bottom of the lake.
It would have been right under the wings of it. The north side of the lake should be. It was toward the north shore. The whole thing was sticking out. The lake was dried up. That doesn't look like a lake that dries up and turns yellow. What we'd have to do is place our water dives up. I'll have to come back in a better day. Tell the boys I'll be back in Yellowknife in about 20 minutes.
I was pretty down. You know, all the lakes again started looking similar. The coordinates that we got from the Carter family weren't correct. I really got a lot of feeling that we were wasting our time.
But just as they head for home, something catches Joe's eye.
In fact, there's something on the shore down there, sign in silver. Seen it. See that silver thing on the north shore? There's something silver there. See up on that shoreline? Just below the trees. Oh, this is right there, perfect. Yeah, I see it right there on the shore. Boy, you ever sinking?
It was, you know, awesome. All the hard work and all the time, effort spent on it. We actually did see it, and it does exist. It really was like a weight lifted off my shoulders.
No wonder we couldn't see none of it. Oh, Christ, it's sunk in the last 20 years. The weight of it's going into the muskeg. Okay, 1706-6210.
With the actual coordinates locked, Joe heads back to the hangar.
It's 75 miles from Yellowknife, actually 75 nautical miles.
But Mikey's got a whole new problem.
Got a quad in here? You know, there's this much water, it's gonna be a wash of water.
Mikey had planned to drive in on an ATV to haul out the tail.
Finding the Lockheed 10A was the easy part. The hard part is now getting it out. We found her. It's in a pretty bad spot. Definitely probably not a quadding spot.
How's it look, Joe? Are you going to be able to get that plane out of there? What do you think?
Not right now. Too much water.
Right now, what really changes is the fact that, you know, we've gone from a quadding challenge to an aquatic challenge. This thing is now submerged.
And the McBryan's dreams of rescuing the lost plane could be sunk for good.
"17 centimeters equals 55 feet. Let me just double check.
It's D-Day for Operation Lost Lockheed.
Okay, the wingspan's 55 feet.
Mikey's finalizing his plan to rescue the lost Lockheed 10A from the remote swamp.
Hey, Rod? So here's Lockheed 10A. That tail is 22 feet.
And the tail is what Mikey's really after. The Model 10's double-fin tail design placed a rudder directly behind each engine, giving much better stability and control. The innovation became a Lockheed trademark, and it took over twin-engine planes in the 1940s, until engineers built larger single-tail rudders in the 50s.
The old man just did some horse trading to get a helicopter.
To pull the massive tailpiece from the muck, Mikey will need to do some heavy lifting.
Here's where the airplane is right here. So the helicopter can come in, sling it to the road, put it right on the trailer.
So Mikey's getting a crash course in helicopter hoisting from the mission's chopper pilot.
Spin and then pull back, and then a release and it snaps.
And he's brought along Buffalo Captain AJ DeCoste as extra muscle.
So basically, always best course action if you're hooking up on the ground is come in through the front. So you're going with the big pair ring. Goes over. Locks in. It's locked. No matter how we're doing it, always give it a good pull. We don't know what the site's going to be like right now. I don't know if there's going to be a foot of water or 4 feet of water. I never want you guys to get under a load, under no circumstances.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're going to a place that not very many humans have been, and we're getting dropped off and left alone. Hopefully in a couple more hours, we'll be, you know, showing up to town with a piece of history.
All right, you guys can hop in if you like.
Your helicopter lifting off, and en route to a point called Lockheed River.
So you know how to launch a float plane?
Out on Back Bay, Joe's prepping for his own ride to the wreck site. Joe's always looking for a reason to get his Cessna 185 float plane in the air. There's a risk. Flying his Cessna to shallow swampland, Joe will have to be absolutely sure he has enough water to land, even though he only needs a couple of feet of depth.
If we're in a country that you can guarantee it's going to stay at 2 feet, but here you could have 50 feet and then a rock, so.
But Joe's willing to take that chance.
Yeah, we're taxi to Back Bay, northbound takeoff, well, westbound 75 miles on Fort Smith track, or Fort Simpson track. Yankee India Delta says uniform Papa Tango, 28-9.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, how far back do you guys?
check quite a bit, 7 miles back from the site.
As both McBryans zero in on the Lockheed wreckage, they have no idea what they're going to face, trying to haul it out. Mike Hanley, the mission's ground crew, is on the lookout for an unmarked turnoff.
I'm wondering if this is it.
He's hauling tanks of fuel that Mikey's helicopter needs to finish the job and get home.
This is definitely it.
Mike Hanley had a very key role in the mission. He was the mobile fuel station and also the platform to bring any parts that we get out back.
Buffalo land base calling Great Sweep helicopters. Do you copy?
In the air, the chopper zeroes in on the wreckage.
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, it looks like there's some water there for sure.
While Joe looks for a stretch of water long enough and deep enough to land on.
Probably the same way a farmer looks at his field. I can tell by the shoreline, the weeds and ripples on it. That's deep enough for this airplane.
Yeah, I'm gonna land this lake right here.
But he has to eyeball it perfectly. If his judgment is off, he could hit bottom or crash into a rock under the surface.
Look along the shore there, breathing, looks that's normal.
We don't know if the water is 10 feet deep or 3 feet deep or inches deep. The only reason we're at this lake is because this shallow lake bed has already claimed one airplane.
Joe's down. But the helicopter won't be landing here.
So it looks like it's going to be too deep to shut down. So you guys are going to be on your own down there.
The chopper's skids could sink right into the marsh, so the pilot can only hover.
I have to let you out. Are you guys ready to go in?
Yeah, I'm ready in.
Okay. Oh yeah, you guys are getting wet.
So he's literally putting the landing struts into the water, and then we jump out.
Like I said, guys, just be very, very stingy with hopping off the skid.
If we go out too fast, we can put the helicopter out of balance and overcorrection, and he can roll it over.
That all?
There we go.
They've made it to the prize, the trademark tailpiece.
I'm thinking there's a big turnbuckle in here. What happens if we put the strap through here?
It looks like the only way to attach the strap is to wrap it around the tail. That means they have to free the tail from the swamp.
I don't imagine this thing is free. You guys get on the ends, try and drain the water out of it. 1, 2, 3, suck! Keep it going, guys.
After 40 years, this piece of history might be staying put after all.
Okay, get the water out of her. She's getting lighter. Keep her up. Keep her going, guys. Get that chuck over here. Don't let her back in. We'll lose her. 1, 2, 3, suck some more. 1, 2, 3. A little more. 1, 2, 3. A little more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Keep her going straight over. We're draining out tons of water, so.
That's what damage the fins anymore.
If we can get it up on its whole fuselage there.
Whoa. There she goes.
That's good, guys. But I thought we might have a lot of trouble lifting that tail out of the swamp full of water and full of mud. What did we do?
Dude, I can't believe that we just flipped that over like that. That's awesome.
By hand.
What kind of bugs do we got here?
We're in the middle of the muck, knee-high. There's bugs. An airplane's been sitting there for 40 years. It's underwater. There's sharp objects. Who wouldn't want to be out there?
I gotta have a souvenir.
My father is what you would call a hoarder. If there's something to have, chances are that he would want to have it.
Yeah, I hate to see it all go before we landed. It's a selector there, see, a four-way selector. So we're in the cockpit. Should have brought a rake. One of the radios. Oh, I got it broke free now, yeah. Is that a seat? Yeah, throw up on top of the column.
But this plane means a lot more to Joe than just a few souvenirs.
She had a very low airspeed on takeoff. She had a very thick wing, and she could lift the load that most people wouldn't believe. I did tell you what we lifted with it, because so.
As a teenage rookie, Joe hauled fish in this very aircraft alongside Merlin Carter. This is where he got his start.
Jimmy McAvoy flew it, Merlin Carter, Dallas Lane, and myself, and I'm the only one left of that group of four. The rest of the guys are all in the big air service up in the sky, where the Lord Almighty's the chief pilot up there.
There's a well-marked path here area, and the lower branches are all broken up in trees. See that? That's what something's come through here, is a larger animal.
Out near the logging road, Mike Hanley is on a scavenger hunt of his own.
See, there's more fresh poop right there, right? That's all poop. That's all buffalo tracks. See, there's buffalo. Buffalo right there. I can tell it poop pretty fast. I've studied a lot of poop in my time. This is Buffalo Airways ground. Go ahead, Great Save Helicopters.
After flying this far from home base, the helicopter's fuel reserves are almost empty.
How's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Mike Hanley.
Brent.
Nice to meet you.
Now the chopper is ready for the final and most crucial part of the job, the hoist.
Here, about half an hour or so, or?
Maybe a bit longer than that.
Okay, sure.
You got a guide?
Yep.
Okay, we hear you. Yep. Way back.
Okay, copy that.
Here he comes. The most dangerous part of the whole thing is the moment the tail is being lifted, because a lot of things can happen.
Grab it!
The tail can, start swinging, and basically you get jagged pieces of aluminum that would cut through a human like butter.
Whoa, not yet! Come on!
The pilot will touch down in a nearby clearing to secure the tail in a net harness before it can make its final journey.
Okay, yeah, it looks real good from what we see down here.
But there's still one critical part of the mission left. With Joe on the way home, Mikey's relocated to the trailer site.
That is so cool.
Well, here comes the tail. This is exciting. This is what we're waiting for. This tail hasn't flown in 40 years.
But until the helicopter drops its cargo, there are still big risks.
You had to put the tail into a net. The pilot was hoping that the net would stop the tail from spinning, which is dangerous.
The net makes it safer, but swinging around a giant piece of jagged metal, there's always danger.
All right, stand clear.
Does it have ropes off it or anything, or no? Like, is there a way for us to grab it?
Yeah.
For the ground crew, there's one safety rule from the pilot that comes before all others.
Yeah, as long as we don't get physically underneath of it.
Well, that's obvious.
Right now, the pilot can't get the tail to line up with the trailer.
The net kind of slid underneath the trailer, and it caught the trailer. And I'm like, oh no. You see those videos on YouTube where stuff just goes bad? And I was like, oh crap.
So despite their #1 safety rule, Mike Hanley steps under the load. And the legendary Lockheed tail is ready to haul home.
Woo! That's fucking awesome, eh?
He's pretty good.
Perfect. I love it. He was able to come and pull that off, and the thing fit like a glove. There you go, there you go. Now pull.
Oldest known piece in the world. You know, this time yesterday it was a pipe dream, and then it all worked out.
Hey, thanks for
including
me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanley? We did so many cool things. You know, my father, AJ, Hanley, and myself, we worked together. Just felt great. Mission accomplished. Yeah, what's next? Okay, give her.
This rare aviation relic will become a memorial for pilot Merlin Carter. For Joe, it's a reminder of his mentor and of his own past.
That was a very important part of my life, that airplane. In fact, it was all my life centered around keeping that airplane serviceable and cleaned and ready to go, you know. You never think that 40 years down the road, you'll be bringing part of it home.